Hello. Wow, we're down here and it's like the sun set about 15 minutes ago and the birds are like nesting for the night, or settling for the night. Listen. So I've got the torch set up because it's too dark to film otherwise. On this beautiful tree, which is budding for spring already. I want to make this video really just to address the trolling and why I don't tend to go on about it too much is purely because I don't really believe that it's wise to put fuel into their fire by trying to argue ridiculous points which they're trying to make, which are fictional, you know. Like, for example, I read some comment on my channel which had been put in like this discussion thing on everyone's channel where anyone could comment, and one of these like Hampstead trolly people, which I think, you know, they're all the same person, the ones which have been commenting on mine are most likely the father, but I don't know that for fact. It's just that what is pretty obvious by reading the comments is that they're all coming by the same hand writing them. And so what do? Do you start blocking everything? Do you start censoring your page? Do you start deleting comments? Or do you just think, let them hang themselves out to dry? Because all they're doing by trolling me is reinforcing, because anyone with half a brain can read that these comments by these trolls are just that, comments by trolls. In this case, a very specific troll being the father to the Hampstead children, I suspect. How I've been dragged into it all? What? Why? Because it's convenient for them, because of the Skype call with Angie, because I'm being told I'm meant to be someone that I'm not. You know, it's how trolls work. Unfortunately, they go to high lengths to try and hound anybody who they feel threatened by, and anyone who's trying to work to expose them. Now, obviously, I don't get dragged into all this. I don't like look at all the sites and everything, but there's a lot of stuff like going on out there which I keep a distance from on purpose, because I haven't really got time, harsh as it may sound, I haven't really got time to get dragged into all that side of things, because the time I have got, it's taken up, you know, it's taken up on both like my own like journey and healing and life and my own day-to-day experiences. I don't really have time to get dragged into all this like trolling malarkey. And yes, I'm spending a little time here addressing it, but really I want to go into a little bit deeper than just the really transparent stuff which you can see on my channels at the moment. Let me just try and put my phone up. Taking it to a different level means thinking about kids these days and how different it is for any child growing up in this day and age in the culture of internet, and even down to families posting family pictures. Like, when you think about it, right, everyone can use the analogy of there's like a stereotype, isn't there, of like the mother-in-law to be embarrassing the son or daughter by showing the partner the family picture album of when they were kids. And so imagine that, but instead it's all online and the kid never gets a choice in the matter because all the pictures are already online. And so, look, I know the light's awful, but I'm just trying to avoid holding the camera really, or I was trying to avoid it, but it's such a terrible camera angle. Imagine then, as a child, that you grow up with your literal every first step logged on the internet, which is like, the second it goes on Facebook, it's public domain. There's nothing properly private there. We don't even own it. Once we put it on the internet, even if we delete it afterwards, there's public record of it. People can like retrace people's footsteps. People can get stuff up which people have deleted. The point being, like, this like trolling where do we like call it trolling or bullying? At the end of the day, it's targeting individuals. Kids these days are killing themselves because they don't look like how they think they should look in the pop music videos or the films. Kids these days are growing up being internet bullied by their peers. Kids these days get hounded by internet pictures of them and by their school friends on the internet. And that's what this trolling reminds me of. It makes me think far beyond the initial trolling to adults from a disgruntled person or persons or groups. It goes far beyond that to the youth of today and what they have to grow up handling as kids, you know. One of my friend's daughters, she's so beautiful. She always has been gorgeous. And yet she had a hard time doing the crossover from, they've changed the system now, so it used to be like primary, middle, grammar school, and now it's primary till age 11 here in Ilkley, sorry, and then grammar school from 11 to 16 or 18. And with this internet culture, and then again parents letting like the kids go on Facebook as well, because I don't, is it 16 or 14 you have to be to go on Facebook? I'm not sure, it's one of the two, isn't it? In my opinion, 14's too young. A lot of kids have profiles way younger than that, and they get bullied via the internet. They get pressure on how they should look. They're photoshopping the pictures at the tender ages of like 12, 13, younger, or you know. And like I say, like these days, it's more usual for parents to post every picture of every child's first movements. Which look, I've got a heart. I understand why parents, proud parents, you know, parents are proud. They want to show off the kids. But sadly, in the times we live amongst, and also like the whole privacy issue, like it means you never have a choice in what you put out there as an adult, because it's already maybe already being all put out there by like family members. So we have to be so careful about what we post if you're a parent, as a parent, or even as a sister, brother, cousin, aunt, uncle, you know, anything we post, we have to think about the people involved. Are they minors? Have they got a choice? You know, is it going to embarrass them like 10, 20 years down the line? Once it's posted, it's posted. That's that, you know. That's why I don't really retract anything that I've put out there, because it's already out there. What's the point in me deleting it if it's going to be out there in someone else's hands? So really, all the trolling and everything, like everything I've just mentioned, to me, they come hand and glove together. Literally, or hat and glove together, sorry, or hand and glove, I don't know what the exact phrase is. So there you go, I gave the trolls some fodder. But you know, I'm an adult, I'm 38 years old, I know who I am. These trolls don't bother me, because I know where there's people like that trolling me, I'm doing something right. So what they're doing is actually giving me inverted compliments. They just don't realise they're doing that, because they probably think I get all offended and stuff. When actually, all it makes me do is ponder the bigger issues behind all this, knowing that I don't know. I don't get offended by all that. Actually, I know it's a compliment, because you don't want people like that liking or agreeing with you, because that would be horrific, you know. Which now I've just said that gives a whole like invitation, I guess, to that happening. So let's just rewind that bit. No, the reality is, you know, obviously as an adult you can handle these things differently, but as a child and as a parent, we've got a responsibility to our children, and as kids growing up, it's tough times for them, you know. The world's so corrupted, so difficult. Even like the people who are natural truth seekers that really want to know what's going on, there's so much corrupted information out there. Everyone's encouraged to project out, no one's encouraged to look within. And so we really have to like do a good job looking after ourselves and our loved ones, you know, and never take for granted the fact that it's because our baby looks cute one day, maybe. Well, babies are cute all the time, aren't they? But it doesn't necessarily mean that that child, when it becomes an adult, wants its pictures splattering all over the interweb for eternity. And also there's a lot of sick people out there who will take these innocent child pictures and use them for corrupted reasons. or use them as a reason to go after your child. You know, paedophiles groom kids. It's never just an act of, you know, it's never just an act of rape. Usually it's usually grooming. So by the time anything sexual happens, the child doesn't know it's rape. They don't know these things that happen over time. We don't need to give bait and fodder to the very people that we want to protect our children against, and as adults ourselves against. So that's like really what I really wanted to say about the whole like trolling and internet like gang stalking and bullying, which happens to people of all ages, all genders, all like cultures. It goes on worldwide. This is not just a problem for the UK or the USA. It's literally is global, you know. It literally is global, and we have to just like really, you know, really know and think before we act. And okay, I think I'm done. Thank you for watching, and it is the 24th of the 1st, 2016, and I'm just sat down here. I may as well show you a little bit more. The birds are going to sleep now. Look, it looks like a spider's web. Do you not think? Oh, the birds want to say bye. Look at the light reflections. Well, anyway, we are done. I'm not going to speak about anything else of any great importance now. I'm just really showing you little scanabouts before I go. So, yeah. Got a very chatty bird up there though, bless its heart. Thanks for watching, and if you like, you know, if you understand what I'm saying and you know where I'm coming from, please do like and share my stuff. Because, oh yeah, that's the only other thing I'll mention. That's the irony. These trolls commenting all over my videos. Every time they go on my videos to comment, they're actually inadvertently giving me an extra watch. So they're actually making my video go more into the YouTube stream than if they weren't commenting at all. So that's the other irony. You know, everything in life's got an ironic twist, and I look for the humour in the irony, even in the face of adversity. Because that's where I find like a level where I can like deal with all this stuff. Because without finding the humour, even in the most like dark seeming places sometimes, because it's not funny reading the comments they're writing, it's not funny knowing the background they're coming from, but if you can find the ironic twist and humour in it, there's a way out without getting bogged down in it or feeling the need to like feed them the fuel to keep going. And so yeah, that's what I do. That's what I've always done. They're not offending me. It's an inverted compliment, but my concern more lies with the children of the world and people who haven't yet realised that these trolls, you're fighting a battle you can't win. You know, they're doing their job. They're doing, like, usually obviously it's one person behind about 20 accounts or however many. They're doing the only thing they know how to do, and that's why I don't feed into it. And the real reason behind this video is more to do with like thinking about it from a far deeper perspective than just the initial like outlook of the trolling alone, but by looking like further into it, just in my mind. When I say looking into it, I don't mean I look anywhere else, but you know, we've got a mind, body, soul, spirits. We've got God. You know, we don't need necessarily to like. Well, I don't. You know, I don't. Most of my stuff just comes from like what's going on around, literally around me, and then like if divine inspiration comes, it comes, and if not, then I'll feel a little bit blank for a while. But it always does come, you know. Anyway, so there you go. I think we're done for time. So thanks for watching. Take care. Good night. God bless. Bye.